Ruston.
Thank you very much, Madam Deputy President. Can I direct through you, Madam Chair, to Senator Farrell, who just stood up to take note, some advice. We have two choices in relation to the Murray-Darling Basin Plan. We can sit down at the table and we can discuss how we are going to deliver the Murray-Darling Basin Plan in full, and that includes the 450 gigalitres of so-called upwater to which the senator, I assume, is referring. We can do that, Madam Deputy President, just as I have arranged to do so with Minister Hunter this weekend. We're going to sit down and we're going to talk through ways that we can resolve this unnecessary impasse that has occurred through a whole heap of overly heated discussion that hasn't really been based in fact. We can do that, or we can do something else, Senator Farrell. We can do something else. We can blow the plan up. Now, South Australia, through its actions since this discussion has started, has basically put on the table that he would rather blow up the plan for political imperative and political outcome than actually work with us to deliver a plan and all the challenges that go with the situation that occurs when you're trying to achieve environmental outcomes, return of water to the river system to deliver environmental outcomes, but at the same time we have to be very mindful of the fact that we have a very strong economy in rural and regional Australia, and much of it exists along the Murray-Darling Basin corridor. We need to make sure that we don't destroy those river communities, but also destroy the underpinning component of agriculture in our regional communities at the same time. Now, we have agreed in this place, we have agreed through negotiation between the governments that exist within the Murray-Darling Basin, that we are going to deliver 2,750 gigalitres of water for environmental use via the plan, and an additional 450 gigalitres of water will be delivered through an agreement between the governments in a way that doesn't have any detrimental impact on the river communities that rely so heavily on this water. So we've got this situation where we have identified that we have some challenges. We always knew the delivery of the Murray-Darling Basin Plan was going to be difficult, but with great fanfare celebrated the passing of the Murray-Darling Basin Plan and everything that went with it. We were all proud. We took a bipartisan approach to this for the delivery of this plan for the betterment of Australia, its river, its communities and the people that live along the river system. So we were all very pleased about that. Now, what I am calling on the South Australian government, and I did this morning when I wrote an opinion piece in the paper, I'm calling on the South Australian government, please don't blow up the plan. Please do not do that, because that's what you will do if you continue to pursue the political outcomes that you are trying to achieve by destroying this plan are not going to serve the best interests of the health of the Murray-Darling Basin or South Australia. Blowing up the plan is not going to achieve 9 years out of 10 that water flows out of the Murray mouth. Blowing up the plan is not going to deliver the water to the Chowla wetlands, which are in the back door of the place that I live, on the River Murray, a place I love. And there is nobody in this place, through you, Madam Chair, nobody in this place, Senator Farrell, who is more determined to deliver the Murray-Darling Basin in full for the betterment of the river system and the river communities that rely on it, and everybody in Australia who benefits from a healthy Murray-Darling Basin, than I am. So I would call on you and your colleagues, Senator Gallagher and Senator Wong, to make sure that you impress on Premier Weatherill and Minister Hunter the most important thing that they can do is to work with us, the federal government, and the other governments of Queensland, New South Wales, Victoria and the ACT to make sure that we deliver this plan. Because if we don't sit down and have these discussions and work out how we're going to do that, the plan gets blown up. And it will be on your head and the head of the South Australian Labor government if that happens. So I certainly call on you and why don't you stand by me and help Senator Birmingham and help Senator Fawcett and help Senator Bernardi. Why don't you stand next to us and help us deliver this plan? Because you know, and Premier Weatherill knows, and Senator Gallagher knows, and Minister Hunter knows that the Commonwealth Government cannot change the plan without bringing it back to this place and getting this parliament to change it. And they also know, as you know, that we cannot change the 450 gigalitres of upwater without the agreement of all states, including South Australia. Stop your scaremongering.
Thank you, Senator
Save the Murray.
Ruston. Your time has expired.